First Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
Hello and welcome everyone to tonight's Friday Night Lights on SSB. Tonight's matchup is a rematch that should have happened a couple weeks ago, but some unfortunate weather delayed that. We're going to have the captains taking the field here, and we'll start with Fleming Island, number 7, Parker Sertivan, number 9, Jarius Rogers, and I think it was number 1, Sebastian Cruz. Your captains for Fleming Island. Your captains for Beachside, number 4, Owen Carey, number 95, Noah Lustria, number 11, Eddie Jordan, and number 17, Drew Watson. Both teams coming in tonight at 6-3 overall and 2-1 in the district, tied for second. The winner of tonight will then tie for first against Ponte Vedra, 3-1, and the loser will move down to third place. So definitely a very critical game for the end of this district rematch that, again, should have happened a couple weeks ago, and we are here to cover it and get you the live footage, as you can't even see the score on Max Preps right now. It's not available for you to even see that this game is happening. So tonight is going to be the only place you can see the live score for this game. So be sure, if you have family that are out of the area and not able to be at the game, you send them a link so they can watch it live and watch their loved ones, kids, student athletes play. Starting off, Beachside will be kicking off to Fleming Island, so Fleming will have the ball to start the game, assuming that they return the kickoff and nothing goes wrong there. We saw some special teams, good stuff on both sides last week. We've got Courtney to my left and a bunch of coaching staff from both teams up top.
Hot mic, are we, brother? We are? All right, guys.
So as you can hear, they are going to try to keep it as best as they can. We got a hot mic up here with Courtney. I may have him down just a little bit, depending on how the competition is going.
While we honor America,
we will have the presentation of the colors, and then we'll be back right after this.
Thank you.
All right. So once again, we will have critical matchup here tonight. Flags are at half staff, half mast, whichever way you want to call it. It's both ways are technically correct. Half mast due to the passing of former Vice President Dick Cheney, and he will be honored as they will stay at half mast until November 14th, I believe until sundown. May not have a whole lot of commentary from Courtney tonight, just because he has got coaches swarming him a little bit right now on the top of this press box. We'll make do with what we got, and we'll make it happen.
The first thing I got from you said, welcome to Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
I think it's Tuesday.
It is, technically. This is another special edition of Friday Night Lights. We had a Thursday Night Lights that was Friday Night Lights, and now we have Tuesday Night Lights that's Friday Night Lights. Calling it Friday Night Lights, but We're going to have a great game here tonight. Both teams obviously hopeful to win this one. And here comes both teams same time.
Fans, let's hear you as your Barracudas take the field.
Neither team giving us a chance to just get both of them one at a time. They both take the field at the same time as both of them want the spotlight.
Well, just in case you thought it was friendly, no, sir.
No, this is definitely a cross-district rivalry. Not nearly as bad as some of the other ones we've seen, but definitely one that both teams are very eager to win. Both teams are wanting this to be their technically last win of the regular season, unless they have, again, like we had discussed a couple weeks back, a matchup against Ponte Vedra to see who actually takes first in the districts. And obviously going into postseason matchups after that for district championships and going into even further beyond that, hopefully to the state playoffs. So we're going to start it off here with the kickoff and let me get my scoreboard up, and we'll get ready to start this game off. Once again, Beachside kicking off to Fleming Island. Back to receive near side of the field closest to us, Sebastian Cruz, and far side, I believe, number 4, Chase Donaldson. Speaking of which, if any of Chase Donaldson's family is here in the chat, we have a seat that you guys left at the Creekside game. We'd love to return it to you. Little seat cushion. So I would say if any of the families in there, give them a text and say, hey, SSB has your seat cushion, the Jacksonville Jaguars seat cushion. We'd love to give it back to you. Zach, thank you for that update. I do appreciate that. That's going to be a touchback into the end zone. Zach was telling us if Beachside wins, they are district champs because they beat Ponte Vedra. If Fleming wins, then Ponte Vedra is district champs. Okay. Thank you for that, Zach, because, again, how these district lineups go is I know it's strength of schedule and all that, but I know sometimes they will have those matches depending on how it goes. So we'll have hopefully some good football tonight, and we may catch a little bit of some coach audio, try to see what we can do.
No, you got empty. 3x2.
All right, once again, Fleming Island starting off, empty backfield. It's going to be a screen down the left-hand side, and that's going to be enough for a first down to get this game started. It'll run 5 seconds off the clock, and Fleming will go from a first down to a first down.
And of course, guards, Fleming Island, they should have their, their tails in the air, so to speak, coming off that big win.
Absolutely. You've got
on the weekend.
Fleming Island, last weekend.
Big comeback win.
Big comeback game. They were down in the third and came back to win by 1 point. And then Beachside, we got a run here. Beachside with a loss last week to Nice, 47-17. So they're coming off of a loss. Fleming is coming off of a close win. And like I said, both teams wanting that victory tonight. Fleming beat Flagler 26-25. What I will say though, Fleming's victory over Flagler. Flagler is 3-7 on the season. So for it to be a close game, that's fight for second place. Okay. Thank you, JJ. We've got a nice, good open play here. Good gain on that play. Thank you, JJ, for that update as well. Let's see. Fleming lost. Yeah, Fleming did have a pretty heavy loss to Ponte Vedra. And we're just excited to actually get you guys this matchup game to, get this final matchup for them for that district spot. For who's actually going to secure either second or first, depending on it. And I don't know if we caught it on our audio, but the Beachside announcer was already calling this a victory for them before the game, saying, hey, prepare for the game on the 14th because with tonight's victory, that's where we're going to be. So some very, like I said, very heavy competition. We got a nice little short pass here right back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Second down.
Brought down by Dalton LaRue and Soren Caruso. Tackle for the Barracudas. No gain in play. Second and 10. Or Fleming Island.
Wing left.
Good progress on the possession, though.
Absolutely. They had that really good long play that gave them some good yardage past midfield and set them up just outside of the Beachside red zone. They're going to do a pass right-hand side, caught. Let's see if he actually did come down with it. They are saying catch, and that was to number 14, Gavin Boyson. And that will bring them inside of the Beachside red zone on their first drive, making good time down the field.
About a 13-yard gain of play does bring up first and 10.
And this is where now it becomes critical that Fleming Island, they don't lose it.
Absolutely. We've seen them get into the red zone and stifle themselves out at the goal line. So we hope that we see a good drive from them all the way and have him finish it through and not have what I would call the red zone jitters that they've had this season that have made some of their games more difficult than they need to be and even cost them some games. Rolling to the left, passing towards the end zone, and could not come down with it. That would have been an interception. By trying to get the numbers still covered up by his teammates. Number 6 for Beachside, Jason Antolin, nearly came down with that interception. Ball was kind of just lofted there and sat.
They do concessions, so you don't
And
have
that'll
to.
bring up second. I believe it was third down, but the marker says second. All right, handoff to number 3, Brady Digman, and he's going to carry it for about 2-3 yards. Bring up third down. Third and 9. They're going to give him 1 yard on the carry.
Third down about 9 for the Golden Eagles.
2x2.
Around the 16-yard line. 8:28 to go in the first quarter.
What looked like an intended pass. Gentry's going to take it himself for a few yards. And that'll bring up a fourth down, and I'll say 4.
On the 10.
And this is that red zone jitters I was talking about. They get inside the red zone, and they just cannot seem to come up with a first down or even a touchdown. And looks like they are going to bring on the point after attempt from Sertivin to just put some points on the board early rather than going for it and losing out on anything. So the boot on to attempt for 3. And this will be from where he's kicking at the looks like the original line of scrimmage at the 17, so a 27-yarder. And it is up, and it is through the uprights. So the boot is good from 27, and Fleming takes the lead early with 3 after they could not get the first down in the red zone, but still landing with some points on the board.
And of course, there they have to say thanks to the boot of Sertivin.
Absolutely. He is, I won't say he's carried them this season, but he's definitely had a great season.
He has.
With all of his extra point attempts and his field goal attempts. And he definitely, I mean, there's a reason we call him the boot. He's got one on him.
A big, powerful one at that.
Absolutely. But I will say, I'm excited to actually see Beachside's kicker because, I mean, we saw him at the kickoff, and he booted that into the end zone for a touchback. So I wonder if maybe we have a battle of the boots tonight.
Interesting.
We're going to have to see with how Beachside's offense is going to do against Fleming's defense, just to see if they're going to, have the same thing where they push down the field and then stifle in the red zone, or if they're going to be able to score off of it. This is going to go into the end zone and for a touchback. So both kickers starting off with touchbacks. And Beachside will take over at the 20.
Toward and into the south end zone. First quarter action, 7:47 to go in the first quarter. Our guests are leading.
What are your thoughts on Beachside, Courtney? We haven't seen much of them this season, but I mean, to be 6-3 and contending for first place because they beat Ponte Vedra. What are some thoughts here, at least for what you would hope for them if they want this district victory?
I haven't seen them play, but just judging on that first possession from Fleming, how easy it was for them to get downfield. Yeah, I probably need to see a little bit more of this Beachside team.
Yep.
See a flag on the play.
Yep, it's going to be encroachment on the defense, and that would be a free 5 yards for Beachside. And that's something we've talked about every Fleming game is the penalties.
Penalties.
So it's going to be a 1st and 5. Should be an easy first down for Beachside unless Fleming's defense is going to put up the wall that they hope to have all game.
Stands out.
Yeah. That is one thing that Fleming has got that's doing really good for them is their defense. It's a very versatile defense, and they're shifting around a lot to try to mess up this quarterback with this play, giving him different reads. It is a completed pass, and it'll be about 2 yards. Looks like to number 18, Maddox Hunstead. And that'll give them a 2nd and looks like 2 for them to complete their first down of the night.
Ball is spotted just shy of the 28-yard line. 2nd and 2 for the Barracudas.
And of course, the Fleming Island, the Golden Eagle Band.
On the far side of the field.
Yeah, they're going to be playing all night.
This was a handoff, and it looks like he was met maybe a gain of 1 on the play, so a 3rd and 1 left over.
1 yard gain does bring up 3rd
after the handoff.
Just shy of the first down marker.
I would say, I mean, we were talking about it at the Andrew Jackson game. I believe these bands are actually fairly matched in size.
But, I mean, we've heard the Fleming Island Band, the Eagle Band 1, and we know their energy.
Oh, absolutely. This one is going to be eaten up by that Fleming defense we were talking about. Number 47, Thomas Thrasher. And that will push them back for a 4th down. And the Beachside offensive staff is probably not very happy with that one to bring on a punting unit early on in the game. And this will be kicked by number 4, Owen Perry. And Sebastian Cruz, number 1, is going to be back to field it at about the 30-yard line. And we'll see what kind of punt boot Beachside has for their first drive. Good kick, and that's going to land at about the 26. It's fielded by Cruz, and he's going to make his way past the 40, be met right around the 44, and taken down by Beachside. So a 3 and out for Beachside after a free 5-yard penalty, and they could not just get past that first down yardage to give Fleming an early second possession of the night with 5:29 remaining. And going to have to do some change up to get them down the field. I would expect that their offense is pretty good, seeing as how they beat Ponte Vedra, and Ponte Vedra pretty much absolutely schooled Fleming, but we'll have to see more of that tonight and maybe see if that was more defensive takeaways. It's going to be a pitch out to number 15, Cedric McNeil. And he'll be tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Result of the play is a 4-yard loss. It will bring up 2nd and 14.
And the credit for that is going to go to number 5 for Beachside, Sean Blaylock. And they will bring up 2nd down and the first official water break taken by the referees. So we'll be back right after this word from our partner, First Baptist Church of Orange Park. Stay tuned.
Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
action.
Welcome
5:04
back
to go
to
in the
Tuesday Night
first
Lights,
quarter.
special edition of Friday Night Lights on SSB.
Your Barracudas 3-0.
And Fleming will take their first second down play into this drive, and that's going to be a swing out pass.
Pass complete to McNeil.
That's going to be to
Brought down by
McNeil.
Dalton
So a
LaRue.
little bit of a better gain on that one for him versus the first one that was read pretty much on point by Beachside. And he'll gain a couple and bring up 3rd and 6 for them on their second drive. So if the Beachside defense can hold strong here, that would be a 3 and out for Fleming. Looking to pass. Caught open field Stevenson, and he's got well enough for a first down and more.
Brought down by 13 and 6.
So here we go again.
Yeah, here's going into pretty close to the red zone, and again, we've seen them do really well downfield, open field, and as soon as he gets into that crunching area, they filter out. We'll see how they do here. It looks like it was a tip pass and nearly intercepted again. That was number 6 again, Jason Antolin.
I think he couldn't believe the ball came to him that easily.
I mean, he is definitely upset with that one. That's the second one tonight he's nearly
It
had.
looked very easy from here.
He was reading that like a book. I mean, you couldn't have spelled out the pages any easier for him on that one. He was reading right where that was going. He was reading Gentry's eyes, and Gentry's going to take a keeper here, and he's taken down, ball fumbled, and it looks like Fleming fell on it. And that was number 5 on the recovery, Oliver Pichota. So Gentry will take it himself and fumble it after a short gain, and that actually looks like it's going to hurt them a little bit, and they've got a 3rd and 8 coming up. And Sertivan will come off. Looks like to potentially rest for a play if they have to do a 4th down point after attempt again.
Action here tonight on a beautiful Tuesday night, fans. Thanks again for coming out. Appreciate you joining us for tonight's game.
Gentry takes the snap, looking to pass right-hand side of the field. He's looking for number 10, and nothing there, but a flag does come out. That was intended for Ryan Ciliak. And we got some laundry, so we'll have to see what the call is, and I'm assuming pass interference. And if that's the case, this would give Fleming a free first down in the red zone, which at this point they desperately need to try to get this touchdown. It is pass interference, but it's on the offense. And that'll be declined, so it'll bring up 4th down, and I assume here comes Sertivan.
About 8 for the Golden Eagles. Ball still spotted on the 21-yard line of the Barracudas.
And Gentry is still on the field, so it looks like they may be going for it, as they're not too upset with their field position. And 4th and 8. This is a fairly bold choice early in the game. Sertivan is in at tight end. We've seen him play it before, and he's been passed to before with it. They're looking left-hand side, and this is towards Stevenson, but nowhere to be caught, as the route that was thrown to was not the route that he ran. That'll be a turnover on downs, and Beachside will take over at their 22.
Well, another one of them plays that was, like you said, read like a book. Beachside was all over it.
They were. Stevenson was covered very, very well. And again, Gentry passing towards the front pylon, and Stevenson went towards the numbers right around a quarter away into the end zone. So just not on the same page, and that ends with a turnover. And Beachside to take over. Nearly an encroachment by number 21, Garrett Dewey. He's jumping, but he did not cross, so Beachside holds on for their second possession. Quick pass and an incomplete. That was intended for number 14 and covered by number 2. It's covered by Tristan Stevenson and intended for Drew Aldrich. And nothing going on that play. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 22. Once again, thank you to everyone for joining this exclusive coverage, essentially, of this game. I'm assuming there might be some cameras here that are from FHSAA, but we've got the live commentary for you. This is going to be taken by number 11, Eddie Jordan, up the sideline looking for that first down.
Looks like it's good enough for
and it looks like he got it. So that'll be their first down of the night and on their 2nd possession. So better than what they had last drive. And that'll put them at the 31.
2:57 to go in the opening quarter, trailing the visitors 3-0.
You know, Garrett, if Beachside was to get something out of this possession, I'm sure the coaching staff of Fleming Island will not be happy.
Not at all. I think Fleming obviously would be happy if they were to have a shutout first quarter, but Beachside just wants to come away with something, even if it's 3. This is going to be a passing play and a keeper as nothing was going there, and he'll come out to the 41, and it looks like they are going to call that a first down. So 2 passing plays that he just ends up keeping, and both plays he's come up with the first down himself. So we know that he can throw a little bit. We've seen some of it, just not a lot, but we obviously can see that he can run. I think that might be a good part of the dynamic tonight. And again, that is Eddie Jordan in at quarterback for Beachside. Taking the snap, faking the handoff to number 2. And that's going to be broken up and sacked by number 26, Levi Cox from Fleming. And that'll bring up a loss of, I'm going to say 7.
2nd down and 20.
Scratch that. That's not quite 10. Let's see. They were at the 41. They are now at the 34. So decent loss on the play. My backwards math is not as good as my forward math. I'll be honest about that.
Oh, you said one thing right. It's a huge loss.
Yeah, it definitely was. Not what they wanted for a first down play. It looked like he was trying to find an open receiver and couldn't, and then went to scramble, and there was just nothing go. They are going to hand it off this time, and that one's immediately grabbed by number 55, going nowhere, Landon Howard on the grab. We've called him a few times, and as we've said, the Fleming defense, especially their defensive line, I mean, they've got a stout defensive line. Jarius Rogers on one side. You've got number 47 on the other, Thomas Thrasher. Both of them are seniors. And then you've got number 55, who we just called, in the center. And looks like they're showing the rush. Number 40 is the other one, Preston Bumbelow. So definitely a very good all-senior defensive line that has made some plays for Fleming this season. Looking to pass here. Nothing happening, and scrambling eaten up again. That looked like that was number 47 again, Thomas Thrasher. And that's another loss. There is a penalty farther down the field towards number 19 for Fleming, David Fuentes. And it looks like it might have been some sort of interference or something of the sort. It's going to be a holding. Yep, that'll get you. And that will get them some good yards, but it'll still be a repeat of the 3rd down. And it looks like a 3rd and 15 will turn into a 3rd and 5.
Penalty, 1st and 5 for the home team. Replay 3rd down, 32 seconds to go.
You see what penalties do to you?
Absolutely. Now a unmanageable 3rd down, or at least a difficultly managed 3rd down, will turn into a fairly easily one, as most teams can convert a 3rd and 5 as long as they do not get swarmed by this Fleming defensive line. Intended pass, looking short, not finding it. He is going to pass this time. It is caught, and that is caught by, looks like, number 18, Maddox Hudstead. We've called him once before, and that's going to give the first down that the Barracudas needed to get their drive going down the field. And chains will move, and clock will stop at 24 seconds.
One penalty.
Yep.
Just one penalty.
Can
Unnecessary
change the
holding.
momentum of a drive.
Yep.
And Beachside would be happy to come up with some points, 24 seconds left in the first, but I don't think they'd also be upset if they started the second with some points either way, getting some on the board. Fleming just wants to get this 24 seconds over with. And this is going to be a scramble. 47 is almost there. Pass was intended for 14, Drew Aldrich, and it was just out of bounds. And it'll be a 2nd and 10 after that 6-second runoff play.
Merchandise shed.
And
tonight's special
47, Thomas Thrasher was almost there. There were a few Fleming players that nearly had him, but he's able to scramble away from him and try to make something of nothing, and ends up with just at least a thrown away pass.
.18 seconds to go in the opening quarter.
This is going to fake the handoff to number 2. He'll do a check block, and number 11 is going to scramble again, and he will run out of bounds before with a short gain. 10 seconds left, and 55. Landon Howard was there to make sure he went out.
Looks like about an 8-yard gain on the play. It does bring up
third and one
for the Barracudas.
For Beachside, as they only need 1 yard to convert, and 10 seconds left in the quarter to score in the first to try to match Fleming's 3 points that are on the board. And this will be blown dead as soon as it starts. It's going to be encroachment, and that'll give a free first down to Beachside. 9 seconds remaining.
For the Barracudas.
There's those penalties from Fleming that we've talked about that have haunted them all season.
Unbelievable.
And you would love to say that, you know, it's only one side, but it's on both sides of the ball for them.
Unbelievable.
And this will push Beachside into the red zone for their first time tonight. 9 seconds to go in this first quarter.
9 seconds in the first quarter.
Number 13 in the backfield, Marco Lanza. Looks like they might be calling an audible, is looking, or at least trying to figure out what the play call was. And nothing going. It looks like Beachside will take a timeout.
Barracuda.
Trying to sort out what their last play of the first quarter is going to be. With that timeout, we'll take a timeout and hear from our partner, First Baptist Church of Orange Park. We'll be right back on Tuesday Night Lights, special edition of SSB.
First Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
Golf carts now. Geico Insurance.
Welcome back. We're live Tuesday Night Lights, SSB, special edition of Friday Night Lights. You know, that's what it says on your scoreboard, but it is Tuesday. And it threw me off as well because this is what I'm used to calling. But we're about to wrap up the first quarter. They're going to put, looks like 10 seconds on the clock. Beachside with a 1st and 10.
10 seconds.
At
First
the
and
19.
10. Barracudas, 19-yard line.
And that they're looking to just put some points on the board in the first, and Fleming looking to have a shutout first, and we'll see what happens with this play here. Beachside had to take a timeout so that way they could figure out what play they were going to call. Empty backfield. 4 on the right-hand side of the field. Snap taken. So it looks like it's going to be a little screen pass to number 2. He's going to try to make something out of it. That was Vincent Galilea. Or Gallia.
Pass complete.
Galella, sorry. I'm trying to pronounce names. And that will be the end of the first quarter.
Timeout on the field.
Beachside knocking on the door of Fleming, trying to put some points on this board. Fleming getting their shutout first, but we'll see if they can hold out. This is going to be field flip and a second down for Beachside inside of the red zone. Not quite to the 10 in the first and goal situation, but that's where they've got to get in order to keep their drive alive. And they've got 3 downs to do it. Their second, their third, and their fourth if they felt like it.
Fans, that's the end of the first quarter. We will swap ends and start the second quarter action here momentarily.
So far, this second drive has been a lot more fruitful than their first.
And with a lot of help.
Yeah, they definitely have had some penalties helping them out. And, I mean, we've called Fleming penalties that sometimes have killed their drives right where they've stood. They've also gave an opposing team's drive momentum that it didn't need if they wanted to keep their win. Most notably, again, that we've talked about, that was one of their game-changing games, at least in my mind, was Creekside.
I mean, that one is going to stick for us for a long time.
It really is, and I'm sure had we been able to be at last week's game, if it hadn't been a Halloween game, we would have been there, but I wanted to enjoy my first Halloween with my son, and we covered a Thursday night special with Andrew Jackson. Beachside had their Thursday night, and yeah, I think it was a good weekend overall, good week overall. And hand off to number 2, looking for a hole. He's got a little bit of room.
About a 3-yard gain.
And it looks like he has enough for the first down to start this off. 11:54 remaining, and that's first and goal for Beachside from the 8. Carry was by number 2, Vincent Galilea. Galella.
Of the 8-yard line.
Again, I apologize if I'm butchering that last name.
First and goal, Barracudas.
I almost want to call him Galileo.
Sounds like a history bluff.
I wonder if that's his nickname. Looks like a passing play. Number 1, left-hand side of the field, Brennan Monaco. Monaco. I'm just overcomplicating last names. That's what it is.
Garrett Dewey.
Try that one.
Yeah, that one's pretty easy. Garrett got it. Spelled correctly, too. 2 R's, 2 T's. And Dewey I can remember because while in the Air Force, I had a Sergeant Dewey. So that one's pretty easy to remember. Correction, it was Staff Sergeant Dewey if you want to get technical, but, you know, abbreviations and all. It'll be second and goal. Taking the handoff to number 2, looking to go himself, and Jarius Rogers is there to sack and push them back outside of the first and goal 10-yard line, back to the, looks like the 19-yard line. So they've moved back farther and farther. They are not even in the end goal situation. They are 3rd and 19.
Ooh.
And they essentially need to make up 19 yards and score here. Otherwise, I assume they're going to come on for a field goal attempt to get themselves 3 on the board, and that would be a stop that Fleming would be okay with, I would assume.
Well, they'd have to be, considering that they gave up so much on this drive.
I think, I mean, if it was me and I had a shutout first and the drive that was nearly scoring in the first ended up with only 3 points to tie me, I feel like I'd be okay with that drive. Obviously not points you want to give up, but nothing happening here on the right-hand side. Number 11 going to take it himself, and he will not make enough for the end zone. And it looks like he's going to make it to about the 10, and that'll bring up a 4th and 10 situation, 9:26 remaining. And we'll see. It looks like number 4 is on the field, Owen Carey, and he will do the field goal from where he's spotted. That will be the 22, so it'll be a 32-yard attempt, a little bit farther than Sertivant had to attempt on his. The kick is up. It's got the height.
It's up. It's good.
And it is good. And that'll be enough to tie it here in the early start of the second. Your score, 9:23 remaining, 3-3. So once again, like we said, I think Fleming overall is pretty happy with only letting Beachside score 3 on a drive that could have ended with a touchdown with how it was looking. And their defense getting the stop that it needed to not allow a full touchdown on the board. Carries on for the kickoff after he just made the field goal. We've got Cruz and Donaldson in the backfield. Donaldson on our closer side, Cruz on the farther side. This one looks like it's going towards Donaldson, and nothing going as that lands in the end zone. That will be a touchback. Fleming Island will take over at the 20, 9:23 in the second. You getting cold there?
Getting cold. Getting cold.
Not freezing temperatures, but definitely not warm. We both got jackets on here tonight.
Yeah, can I tell you a secret? It's time to go indoors.
And we're getting ready to with the start of our basketball season. And Gentry had an empty backfield, and it looks like he will have number 35 back there with it now, Zion Longmire, who definitely can power this ball through as we kind of expected him to. He's got at least 8 on that one for their first down carry. As soon as we see him go in the backfield, you know they're just going to try to power this ball through. Zion is definitely a beast of a powerhouse at running back.
2-by-1 wing right.
Another handoff to Zion going to the right-hand side. He's got the first down and a little bit more. Still going, still on his feet. Makes it past the 40, tackled at about, looks like the 43, 44. First down on the play. And Fleming looks like they have switched up their run game a little bit and pushing themselves down the field. We've got McNeil and Longmire that trade off, and Longmire's getting them the yards that they need right now. First and 10 from the 43.
Another one that started off promising.
We'll see if any penalties or incomplete passes set him back a little bit. Another handoff to Longmire. I'd stick with him. He's doing good. That's a first down and easily more. Another 12-yard carry.
Finally brought down by 44, Tyler Richardson, after about a 14-yard
So we'll pause it for the moving of the chains. And another 12-yard carry. Zion has had 4 carries so far, and I think he's, with that, is sitting at least a 10-yard average. Don't have a statistician, but going back to him, and nearly another first down. I believe that was at least 7 or 8 on that carry again.
Barracuda defense brings up.
Yeah, second and I'm going to say 2.
2-by-1 wing right. 2-by-1 wing right.
And they're going to swap out Longmire so you can get a breather and put Digman in the backfield.
Second and 2 for the Golden Eagles.
Fake the handoff. Gentry's going to take it right into his line and still push for a first down.
First and 10, 28 right hash.
Gentry and the keeper does bring up first down for the Golden Eagles.
So Golden Eagles making good progress on this drive. Another first down. This is going to put them inside their 30.
7:07 to go.
Beachside at about the 28. Digman still in the backfield with Gentry. Hand off to Digman, coming to the left-hand side of the field, looking to beat the man that's got him there, and he escapes the tackle. He's got enough on the carry to get them past the 20. And that is enough for another Fleming Island first down. That's going to be at the 19 and a half for Fleming. Digman still in the backfield. Carrying it, looks like up the left-hand side, breaking a tackle, shedding off that hit. And he is inside the 5 all the way down to the 2-yard line. Another first down, this time first and goal. Had that been a wrap-up instead of just a hit, that probably would have stopped him where he was, but it did not. And he's going to carry it up the center again, and this time he breaches and puts 6 on the board for Fleming. Touchdown, Brady Digman, breaching through the Beachside defensive line and putting Fleming up for a touchdown, 9-3.
Well, that would be refreshing. They completed the drive and did it in style.
Absolutely. That one was running all the way, and that puts them up by 6 with Sertivant on to attempt the extra point for 7. The snap, the hold, the kick.
Looks good from this
And
angle.
it is good.
Yep.
With that boot, it puts them up 10-3. Fleming Island up by 7, 6:13 remaining in the second quarter. We'll be back right after this with Fleming to kick it off.
Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
We are back. Tuesday Night Lights on SSB. Fleming taking it all the way down the field for a touchdown, put him up 7, 10-3. And Beachside is going to have a revenge drive here, trying to get their own 7 on the board and match it up. They nearly had it before, ending with a field goal. And look, see if they make any changes here to put 7 on the board for them. This one's going to be fielded, never mind. That's going to go over the head of Beachside, and that'll be a touchback. So they'll take over at their 20, 6:13 remaining in the second. Definitely a better drive for Fleming there.
Way better.
As they made looks like some adjustments on their offense that got them down the field, and I expect them to continue it if it worked.
Which is a good look based on what happened in the first. Sorry, not to cut you off, but based on what happened in the first drive, the way that one just fizzled out, it was good to see them make the adjustments and make this one count.
Absolutely. This one looks like it's going to be handed off. Big open field. Cruz trips him up, makes the stop. That was Vincent Galella.
First down, Barracudas.
That is enough for a first down, though. Huge run there for Beachside. And I don't think if Cruz was there to stop him, he would have stopped. That one Saved by Cruz.
He had a head of steam on that one.
He did. I mean, again, if Cruz hadn't been there, if he had hurdled him, anything like that, that would have gone all the way. So good effort by Cruz to stop at least a would-be touchdown or at least a larger gain. That's going to push them from the 20 all the way past the 40, so a 22-yard carry.
Big.
Looking to pass here, left hand side.
Pass.
Could not be caught by
Just
number
falls
18, Maddox Hunstead, and there is a penalty. And Chase Donaldson was on the coverage. We'll see if there is a penalty on him, as they were definitely in close contention. Donaldson is arguing himself, but it is a pass interference on defense on Donaldson. And Donaldson definitely was motioning like his hand was hurt on that play, or at least his arm. You see him still kind of pumping it. At least we can. He's in the secondary, kind of pumping his arm and bending over a little bit towards the right-hand side of your screen.
Barracudas into Golden Eagle territory for the second time tonight. Ball is at the 40.
So definitely some mixing up there, but that will be a free first down for Beachside to push them past midfield and into Fleming Island territory at the 43. This is going to be another handoff, number 2. This one is stopped, that time by Jarius Rogers. That was Vincent Galileo on the carry again.
Who? Oh, I'm sorry.
Galileo.
I'm sorry. I had to.
I've got a cut on my tongue that's making L's hard to say, and he's got 3 of them in his name.
Oops.
Yeah, I was eating lunch this morning, and I ended up biting my tongue, and that's the worst feeling. This one is going to be a pass left-hand side caught to number 17, Drew Watson. And it looks like he's going to be maybe a half yard or a yard short. They're going to say 2 yards short, third down for Beachside.
Number 19, David Fuentes in the defense. Third and just a couple. For the Barracuda offense.
Barracudas needing 2
second quarter of action tonight
to keep this drive alive. And it looks like they've definitely done an offensive shift. I mean, we did see them push down fairly easily, but they seem to have less resistance here than the constant sacks that they were taking on their last 3 and out.
Which means that they too would have made the adjustments they needed to make.
It definitely seems like they have, and I feel like that's going to be the game all night. The key is going to be to see how they adjust, if they can come with points here and then take possession. That one batted down by Cruz.
Monaco.
And that was intended for number 1, Brendan Monaco. Had Cruz been able to see that ball and react a little quicker, that's probably an interception for Cruz. He definitely has the hands for it.
And he has the speed. He'd have taken off.
Absolutely. I mean,
it would have been a big play.
Especially being on almost the entire opposite side. They're on the left-hand hash. He's on the right-hand hash. He's almost on the opposite side of the field. And with his speed,
yeah, he'd have about acres.
He definitely could have gained some yardage unless he's tripped up on the initial catch. And fourth down, Beachside's going for it. Little check down pass, and that's going to be caught. Enough for the first down. That's number 2 again. Galilla set it good that time, and that's going to be enough for the first down. And he's going to be spotted at the 15-yard line inside the red zone.
Second quarter of action.
Like I said, this is definitely the adjustment that Beachside needed so far. If they score here, they tie up, well, effectively assuming they make the extra point, they tie up Fleming and get the ball to start the game with their adjustments, potentially taking the lead in at least the third quarter. We'll have to see if Fleming's defense can hold strong here again like they did before, or if Beachside's adjustments are going to be enough. Taking the handoff and scrambling right-hand side. Rogers is there to push him out of bounds. And a gain of 2 on the play.
14-yard line.
Second down, and they're only going to give him, looks like 1. With where the hashes are at, it's like 1.5. So we'll say a 2nd and 9, just for where the markers are placed. 3:15 remaining. I almost thought they had the scoreboard wrong from where I'm sitting
Second and
because
9 for the home team.
the goalpost is covering up the 1 in the guest
The band would
score,
stop
so
playing.
it looks
I'm
like
certain you can
3-0.
hear me a little bit better.
But they do have it correct. It's just where my eyes are sitting. This one's going to be a check down, number 13, Marco Lanza.
Watson on the reception.
And he is going to be brought down before gaining the first by a cluster but number 19, David Fuentes, the one that's celebratory on it. And that's going to bring up third down and 4 on the play. They are spotted right around the 10-yard line. Needing 4 here. I imagine, I mean, this is coming into halftime. You've got 2 decisions here if you don't get the first. You either take another field goal and get yourselves, closer at 6, or you just go for it.
They're just going to go for it.
I would think so.
They're going to rush it.
I kind of expect them to get a first down here. I'm not quite sure. They've done good so far. No, they're looking to pass instead of run. He's going to keep it himself. And trying to power through. I don't think he got there. If he did, it's right on the line.
First down, Barracudas.
And they're calling first down. So the scramble is enough. Nothing was happening on the passing play. Clock is running. Just over 2 minutes.
Just on the 2-minute mark to go to the second quarter of action.
First and goal from the
Barracudas trailing the visitors.
say the 5.
3-10.
Eddie Jordan with Vincent Galella in the backfield. They're going to hand it off to him. Left-hand side, he's got a little bit of a hole. Still pushing. It looks like he made it to about the 1. He's still pushing. They're going to mark him. Looks like a half a yard short of the touchdown. First and goal turns into second goal from the 5 to the 1.
17 to go in this second quarter.
They definitely have made some adjustments. They've done a lot more running with Galella here to get them down the field, and he's trying to powerhouse his way through for them to get their own 7 on the board, or 6 on the board.
Which is pretty much the same adjustment that Fleming Allen made.
Yeah, definitely switching to a run-style game as passing didn't seem to be moving. And it's going to be Jordan here taking it himself, scrambling right-hand side, passing towards number 17, Drew Watson, but nothing happening. And you go from running to passing, and that brings up third and goal
Jordan
from the 1.
It falls short. It will be third and about 36 inches for the goal line. 51 seconds to go in the second quarter.
And I don't see number 2. There he is, coming out to the field. Just powerhouse this through if you're Beachside. I mean, your run game has been good. Just
keep it going.
Keep it going. I mean, yes, Fleming is stacking the line, but if that's the case, you fake the handoff and have a little flick out to like number 14 there, or sorry, 44. Have him go a little dump out route, but they are going to stack the line. Fleming's expecting it and stops it. And that'll bring fourth and goal. This is the Fleming stoppage wall that we have wanted to see.
No gain on the play. Fourth down.
Fourth down and 1 for the touchdown.
For the Barracudas. Half a minute to go in the opening half.
And they've got 30 seconds to come up with something and try to score here. This will effectively be the last full drive of the half, and they're just trying to come up with 6. If they're not careful here, if there's no time left, they only get 6. And they are going to have to
effectively give Fleming Allen the half.
They're going to have to take the time out here. They've only got 3 seconds. There it is.
Timeout, Barracudas.
I wonder if they take the timeout and kick the field goal just to get the 3 points on the board. That looks like that's what that play call was to me. You don't leave yourself 3 seconds if you're trying to score a touchdown.
Which is true. But I'd still be surprised if they did that. I mean, you're so close. You've been having a good running game.
You have been. That's the thing, though. I mean, you don't want to take 3 seconds left, run it in, and not give yourself potential for the extra point.
Absolutely true.
because, I mean, again, I'd have to reread up on high school rules, but if time expires, I don't know if they give you the extra point right away. I'm pretty sure you have to have a little bit of time left in order for the ball to snap. But I've seen also the reverse called, so and maybe it's just up to the referees. We've had games go both ways. Steven Thatch said Fleming needs to spy that QB. With the way he's scrambling, Steven, I would definitely say so. They need to play some type of maybe cover 2 QB spy or something of the sort, because he's scrambling. They definitely are putting pressure on him to the point where the passing game is not there, but his scrambling is what's keeping them alive. Silly said, just started watching. I'm definitely judging every play, as are we. Fleming's going to take a timeout and ice the play. 3 seconds remaining in your second quarter. And Beachside is knocking on the door of the 4th and goal from the 1 of Fleming. Fleming's defense has held stout from the 5. Beachside has had a run that put them from the 5 to the 1. And from there, they've gotten stopped to the point where it is 4th and goal. I want to thank everyone for joining us in this Tuesday night special of Friday Night Lights on SSB, as this is a makeup game that inclement weather postponed in the season. This game is a critical one for both teams. We talked about it at the beginning of the game. If Beachside wins here, they come up with the district champion or district win, first place. And if Fleming wins, they come up with second, where they are currently sitting. So just trying to hold on to their spot, and Beachside trying to secure a district title. Yeah, I mean,
defend the title they won last year.
Definitely.
How many total college football players are in the United States? First one with the correct answer to the press box wins a nice prize pack. How many college football players
they are going for
United States of America?
4th and goal from the 1. They've got number 2, Vincent Galella, in the backfield.
3 seconds. Barracudas knocking on the door.
No problem, Silly. We appreciate the support. Again, this is, unless they have FHSAA on right now, we are exclusive broadcasting live free on YouTube. So we got a penalty play, or penalty flag, but it looks like Barracudas might have taken a timeout. And that'll burn their last timeout, running this half out longer. There was a penalty flag that flew, but it looks like the timeout might have gotten off in time. They are definitely taking a couple looks at this defense, trying to come up with different plays. We've seen this happen with basketball in the waning seconds of the game, where coaches have a couple timeouts to burn. They go out, they try to run, come up with the play, look at what the defense is running, and then they'll call another one just so they can try to swap up the play based on what they're seeing. I don't think that's a bad call here. I mean, you want to end up with points regardless.
It's also good gamesmanship,
Yeah.
Keep everybody thinking, keep everybody guessing.
Absolutely. We're going to continue this until the half, and after they run this play, there's no sense in going to any type of break, as this is, I mean, I'm normally sitting just so I can keep my footing, but we're all standing up here in the top of the press box.
All right, this is it.
And this will be, once again, for the 3rd time now, the last play of the quarter, last play of the half. Beachside trying to come up with at least 6.
Barracuda ball.
3 seconds to go. 4th and goal from the 1. Yeah, they definitely have been checking this defense, seeing if they're passed. I will say, honestly, my opinion, they run it here. The defense has stifled their passing. They're going to do the pass. It is caught. Number 1, they do pass it. That's going to be Brennan Monaco.
With the Barracuda touchdown.
And that's going to be enough. 4-6. Beachside touchdown.
Pass found the open receiver.
They are going to give them the extra point attempt. So this will tie it up, assuming that it's made from their kicker, Owen Carey. And this will tie it up going into halftime, where after halftime, Beachside gets the ball to try to take the lead in the 3rd. Silly says, ouch. They definitely they definitely have checked that defense enough that,
Yeah,
I mean,
that
they
was
had to have come up with the play at that point.
That was an
and they
ouch
did.
moment. Yep, I agree with him.
It's up. Donaldson nearly getting
It's
there,
up,
but
it's
it is
We got
good.
a tie ball game at the
And
half.
that is tied at the half.
Game on. And I guess this is what you get when you get two teams 6-3 coming together.
Absolutely. Like I said, we said this was going to be a good one coming in, and it has been. Fleming's first drive stifling out for a field goal attempt. Beachside not getting anything on there first. Fleming coming down for a touchdown. And Beachside answering with a field goal, and then returning for a touchdown to tie it up here in the half. It's actually not too cold up here. I was expecting it to be a little colder. It's I mean, we got jackets on. Let me see. Take the sleeves up.
Can I say something to you?
Go ahead.
Speak for yourself.
I mean, I'm feeling great. I've had a great day. But good football here being played. For anyone who is just tuning in, we are covering this entire game. So if you have any friends or family that would like to watch, feel free to send them a link. We are going to be covering the halftime show. It looks like the band is going to be taking the field. Got about a 17-minute break that'll be taking place, and we'll be right back.
And if you haven't done so, please subscribe.
Absolutely, yeah. Hit that
Please.
subscribe button.
Helps us to keep going.
We love to be here. We love to support these schools and give them any coverage and help that we can. And you guys subscribing helps out with that. Silly says drink something warm. Absolutely. They actually have coffee and hot chocolate at this concession stand.
The first one we've been
concession
to.
stand that has hot drinks. So
because
we
you know
may grab
the
something.
last game we did, it was freezing cold,
It was.
and somebody went and got cold drinks.
Well, they didn't have hot drinks. So we definitely did get some hot drink or some cold drinks. I didn't touch them until I was in my car.
Smart. Exactly.
I also, that game was colder than this one, and I forgot my jacket.
Yep.
So that was definitely something that was fun to experience down at the Andrew Jackson game.
And Sila, we see that you've subscribed. Thank you very much for your support. Really appreciate you.
Appreciate your support and appreciate all of you guys once again supporting us here. And Celia, I'm going to assume with what it says, Celiac, you are a parent or family member to number 10, Ryan Celiac. We'll give him a little bit of a shout out.
Evan is a proud Beachside football player. After graduation, he is focused on attending Florida State University and earn a degree in computer science.
And I'll make, we've got a little bit more people watching. I'll make the announcement once again. If anybody from the Donaldson family is here in the chat, we do have your seat cushions from the Creekside game, so feel free to reach out to us, or if a family member is here in the chat and has someone that's here at the game, have them meet us after the game. We'd love to get it back to you guys. We know it's yours because you were sitting in front of where our camera and booth or table was. And we would love to get it back to you. So he says, yes, sir, thank you. That's my cousin. Appreciate you guys watching and being able to get you this coverage of your cousin. He's made a couple plays this game and done really good. And obviously, Fleming hoping to come away with this win, as is Beachside. Again, we've said it's a critical game for them. I don't know if we're going to get any other game that's going to be better this late in the season. I mean, we had the Creekside game that we've gone back to a lot, but this late in the season, this makeup game is so critical for both teams for their placement.
Yep, it's a must-win.
Yeah,
like
for both teams.
Streeter Lynn says, win big. Yep, they need to win big. Or at least just win.
And now the moment we've all been waiting for, our senior
I mean,
king and queen,
Fleming came away with a 1-point lead, or 1-point win.
In their last outing.
They needed that win.
And
hey, a win by a point, win by 10 points doesn't matter. A win is a win.
He's proud to show
And that's what they need tonight, just win.
Yep.
his moves in the Down syndrome world does not define who he is. Arrayos is a shining light in the Barracuda campus and seeks to enjoy everywhere she goes. She's a proud member of the Beachside's Best Buddies and shares her smile with everyone she meets. Our court is grateful to their family and friends for the support and the steadfast belief in each one of them. Help me in applauding our
Big Dog Thomas says Fleming needs us for the playoffs. Absolutely.
We would like to thank the faculty, staff, and
They
volunteers who
won't
helped make
necessarily
tonight
get
possible.
a
Congratulations to our
full
ticket
district
queen
championship
and our
title. They
entire
do have
homecoming
obviously
board.
district
Thank you
playoffs
for
and all
joining
that
us
that can
tonight.
happen,
Enjoy the
but
rest of the game.
your district title essentially at this point is decided by if Beachside wins or not, or at least who wins the district. And Fleming needs this regardless of where they stand at the very end. This is going to be a huge win from them. So he says, proud of him and this squad. Very special group. Hoping the O-line is the biggest reason behind a lot of the scoring. They definitely have had a lot of good success tonight on their O-line. Their defensive line, however, has been, I would say, far more of a key point with a lot of pressures on Eddie Jordan, the quarterback for Beachside. Did that touchdown ball hit the ground? It honestly looked like it did, but, I mean, from where I was, there was a player in the way. He could have scooped it with where his hands were, but with the way he rolled, there was no way to 100% guarantee it. And in high school, there is no replay, so it's based off the call in the field, and they did call it a touchdown. It was definitely a low pass. They are calling it a catch, and like I said, with where it was, it did look like he potentially had hands under it and cradled it. So I would say
at this point, it is what it is.
We've
pretty much.
We've definitely seen calls hurt Fleming in the past. And again, we keep going to Creekside.
Mm-hmm.
We thought the half ended, and they put 1 second back on the clock to give a field goal
please welcome
to
the field,
Creekside.
the Beachside High School
that pretty much started it.
Yeah, that pretty much started the what we would say is an unfortunate loss for Fleming.
Although we have to admit that Fleming did play a part in their own downfall.
The Beachside High School band will present a portion of their
Absolutely, Big Dog Thomas. If Fleming can continue to run, they can take the air out of this game. So Fleming's, we saw them have an adjustment after their field goal. They pretty much switched up their entire offense. I don't think they ran a pass play that entire drive. They pushed hard with Zion Longmire, number 35. They pushed hard with him down the field, and then finished it off with Digman, number 3, Brady Digman, and that ended with their touchdown. And that was an adjustment that we were saying, like, hey, you just, we got lights out here.
Oh, wow.
Lights out show for halftime.
Oh, nice.
This is going to be exciting. I don't think we've had one of these tonight. You know that your lights work whenever you can just afford to turn them off.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Was just thinking that.
You got a light show in the crowd as well. This is the first one of these we've seen, I think.
I think so.
I've got to give props to the band here. I mean, you're playing lights out with essentially just little glowing lights to tell you where the next person is. I'm assuming you could probably see a little bit better on the field, but they've got just glowing lights essentially is all I can see.
Well, what I was thinking about is the people on the xylophone. You have no lights, and you know, you can tell they're well rehearsed.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
you know where your keys are.
It looks like they've got essentially a low light situation. I've got to give them credit. KV Morgan says, did they think about anyone in the crowd? I can't see anything in this concession line. I'm not sure if they did because, I mean, we can see a little bit because we're up higher, but even on the camera, all you see is just the lights. There's not much. I don't think we can even open up the camera to grab any more light.
No, that's it.
That's why I said I got to give them props because where I can see, there's not much to see with where it's at. Like I can see the dancers moving, but I can't see their actual movements. And I know on the camera from where I'm looking at, you can't. Still got to give them credit to where they're moving. Yeah, we still got you.
Check.
We lost your own headphones there. Courtney went too far and yanked himself out of hearing himself.
Back in business.
All right. KV Morgan says, do y'all have any idea if y'all are coming out to Nice for our playoff game? And CJ Savage Official says, do you think Milton will go against Beachside? So as far as playoff games, we hadn't done any talking on our end yet because it's a different ball game.
Totally.
As far as how it's covered, there's official licenses and stuff that come into play. It's not as simple as us just asking permission and going in. There's also a monetary side of it that does come in. We'll be 100% honest. And that's, without full-on sponsorship through the entire season. We've got First Baptist Church that we've been grateful to them. They've helped us the entire season. So obviously allocating funds and looking at a postseason. But a lot of the automatic rights go to FHSAA and who they choose they want there.
We can do this part of the postseason, but like you said, it's a steep cost.
Yeah,
it's football. It's a steep cost.
Yeah.
And
football definitely is
without
steep.
sponsorship, it's pretty difficult.
Nice Oakleaf game is who KV Morgan is talking about.
Well, I'll tell you something about Nice. You want to see us at Nice? Wait until we hit the hard courts.
Yeah, we've definitely got some Nice basketball planned. And I'm assuming, KV, you're talking about more of the Oakleaf side of their postseason. I know we've looked at it, like I said, we've looked at everything we've covered for postseason.
I remember last year we tried to do postseason football. It was difficult, man. It was much easier to do postseason basketball.
It was. Like I said, with football, there is and again, not to put monetary, now we can see the band. Absolutely great halftime show from what we could see up at the top.
And the lights came on.
Yeah. But yeah, KB, there's definitely, when it comes to postseason football, there's a very, very, very steep cost that FHSAA kind of imposes in order for you to get the live exclusive coverage because it's not necessarily where they allow anyone to come in and get coverage, especially live coverage. You can go in and you can get, rights to do some A and B roll, some highlights, but to get live coverage, they kind of lock that up to those that they have pay for the licensing for it, and that license fee is fairly expensive, even just for district titles or going into just past districts in the postseason.
But this is a good time though, Garrett, when we can remind all our all our supporters that if you have businesses or people with businesses who are willing to support high school sports, that they can get in touch with us and with your with monetary help, we can definitely do a whole lot more, go a whole lot farther.
Absolutely.
In bringing these games to you, because we know that, you know, just from the feedback that there are a lot of people out there who appreciate what we do for these student athletes and for the parents who sometimes, you know, can't make it to the games, and
Absolutely.
they get to.
And it does say Courtney at SSB Jacks on the screen. You can reach us better at Sunshine State Broadcasting at gmail.com. That one is easier for us, or on our social medias, Facebook, Instagram, or X. Sunshine State Broadcasting. SSB Jacks is another one we go by. You can find us on those. But yeah, I mean, Courtney and I will tell you, we are a team that essentially says if it can be done, we're going to do it.
Pretty much.
So we're not opposed at all. It just comes down to the logistics of it, and if we can get the licensing in and obviously have the funding to cover all the way through, because that's another thing that we don't want to necessarily do is start it and then not have the funding to go all the way through, at least through regionals, and get regionals all the way through, and then state is an entirely different game.
That's a whole different ball game. Yep.
Like I said, football, they've got pretty much locked down pat. We did do postseason basketball, and that's a little bit easier to do, but we're not opposed at all.
So, you know, for Nice, Oakleaf, Fleming Island, Jackson, all of you look out. We're coming. Basketball.
Absolutely.
And
We've
it
got
starts
our
next
schedule
week.
started. Yeah, next week we're already going to be hitting the hard court.
5 days straight basketball.
Absolutely. I mean,
covering 2 tournaments.
Starting off, I believe, Monday, Tuesday, and then
I think we break
Monday,
on
Tuesday, Wednesday,
right?
And then break Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or
Friday,
is it
Saturday?
Friday, Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's. I mean, we've got just starting off. We've got definitely got Clay County coverage. We've covered. If you, like I said, we've been talking about basketball because that's what we're coming into. Clay County coverage for basketball. We've covered Orange Park. We've covered a little bit of Clay because they were at some of the schools. We've covered Fleming. We've covered Oakleaf. We
have the Battle of the Islands, which is Fleming Island.
We do
Fleming Island. The Knights Given Classic, Oakleaf.
Well, I mean, we cover a lot of basketball. How many games was it again?
34 last year.
Yeah, 34.
Unprecedented.
That's not even including all of the tournament games.
You're
that's
right.
some of them.
Just some of them.
But not all of them. And just to remind you guys, I mean, the reason we keep throwing out that is a monetary thing is we're doing this for free. We're not getting paid by the schools. We're not getting paid by anyone. We are doing this here just to give the coverage. So we are completely, essentially, sponsor-based. So absolutely, if you guys want the coverage, we want to provide it.
And which is why we ask that, you subscribe, because, the more
the
more people we have
get,
on the channel, the more we can convince sponsors that, it's worth their money and
Absolutely.
worth their while. So the more you share, the more you comment, the more you subscribe, get people to subscribe. Of course, each person only has one subscription, but the more you get others to subscribe, then it definitely helps us.
Absolutely. The other thing is the more that we grow, the more we continue to grow. So the more that you guys help us grow, and even if it's just through a subscription or going in, following us on Facebook or Instagram, anything like that, the more that it helps us continue to grow, because in turn, again, we can reach out to those partners and those sponsors, and we can also work on trying to build our team to cover more
and cover
in the
more
future.
Sports.
Yeah. And like I said, We've announced a couple of things a couple of games back about some exclusive things that we've got coming, some big things in planning for obviously basketball, but even for a season after that for a sport we haven't covered yet that we're super excited for.
Yep.
And we're definitely pushing to try to expand and keep doing this. Again, we don't make any money off of this. We're doing this after our full-time jobs. Courtney and I both wake up at 4 a.m. for our regular jobs. And
tell me about it.
Depending on the day, I'm working until 5 p.m. Courtney's working late. So, I mean, we do this on our own free time, just out of love for the area, love for the schools, and wanting to eventually make this to where it's full-time and we cover you guys as much as possible.
And, of course, we love what we do.
Absolutely. I couldn't think of anywhere else to be on a Friday night other than maybe trying to win some Madden matches or something like that, so, depending on the season.
I like the way you put it, trying.
Yeah, there's a lot of trying. I'm not as good on video game Madden as I am at watching and commentating it, but we're getting ready to start the third quarter. And before we get started, we're going to have one quick message from our partner, First Baptist Church of Orange Park. Stay tuned. We'll be back with the start of the third quarter in the second half right after this.
First Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
We'll come back quickly as Fleming is prepping to kick off. Sertivin kicking it away. This one will be fielded at the 3. And he's out to the 20 already. Looking open field past the 30-35, and he's finally met. That was number 17, Drew Watson, on the carry. And a good return from him to start off Beachside's possession and see if during halftime they had the adjustment before the end of the second quarter, putting points on the board for a touchdown, tying the game. We'll see if they keep that adjustment going in here and use this first drive to put more points on the game.
You know, what would be nice if somebody could adjust the temperature.
You're a little bit colder than I am, but I mean, you've got hands on the camera. I've got hands on the mouse. It's a little bit different, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just more warm-blooded. I actually feel really good right now.
Man.
I also did live up north. That's going to be a great high-point catch by number 18, Maddox Hunstead. And he's still moving. Flag in on the play. Chase Donaldson on the coverage, and also number 26 coming in, not Joshua, that's wrong team. Levi Cox coming in as well.
Pass interference on the defense.
Absolutely, Seal. You never know what we can grow with the dedication. We've done this. This is coming into my third season and Courtney's second.
Third.
Or your third as well?
Third, yep.
Then maybe it's my fourth. I know I did it just a little bit longer, but yeah, absolutely. We love doing this. That was a great high point catch. With the penalty, I believe they declined it just to keep the yardage because it was more. Try to line up these clocks. There we go. Nearly batted down by Jarius Rogers, but it is caught, and he's got some good yardage, and it looks like it's going to be enough for a first down. That was number 17 on the catch, Drew Watson, who is the one that ran out the kick to get them good field position, and they've just continued downfield from here.
A good start to the half.
They definitely have switched this up, though, because they were using run game, and now they are using passing game. But their passing game seems to be working for them. And I don't know if they're catching Fleming's defense sleeping or if they just have found better matchups. Looking to pass, nothing there, scrambling, and he's going to give himself up after a gain of 5 or 6. And that'll be a second down. And looks like they're going to give him 5, so 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
My clock, I don't know if it's like a half second too fast, but I'm having to do backwards adjustments a lot just because it's not matching up. Try to stay at least a second or two behind so I have second time to react, but it seems like it still catches up. All right, Jordan back to pass, looking left-hand side. Good open position for his receiver. And that is number 17 again, Drew Watson, touchdown.
to Watson.
Beachside Barracudas. A great open field route that he ran to separate himself from his coverage. And that's going to, again, like we said, put them up 6 points for a Beachside touchdown early in this third quarter. That's exactly what they wanted, and that's exactly what they got.
It seemed easy, was it?
I would say that pass seemed like one of the easiest passes of that drive.
But
that
I
was
mean, the entire
longest
drive.
pass. It definitely did. Like we said, that I think they either found better matchups or just did a good adjustment on their side. We've got a stoppage. Definitely was, like I said, a better drive for them that we've seen this game, and maybe this is the kind of playing that helped them beat Ponte Vedra that we're seeing come out now. The snap, the kick, nearly blocked again by Chase Donaldson. He's getting through really well. He's just not quite there. I would say maybe give up the body a little bit, Chase, and dive, and you might have that, but good effort nonetheless. The extra point is good, and that will put Beachside up 17-10 to start the third quarter. That's exactly the start that they wanted, and we'll see if Fleming has had any time to get their offense in line and do the same adjustment that they had and maybe run this down the field to match it up. At this point, if this is the game, it's going to either come down to time or turnovers. Chile calls it exactly what it was. D-line and secondary need better communication. They were not having the communication or the actual separation and coverage that they needed that drive, and it showed. Beachside making easy work on that drive, scoring in less than 3 minutes.
Wow.
It is 9:40 left. They effectively scored in 2 minutes, 20 seconds.
Not good. If you're Fleming Island, that is.
No, because, I mean, it shows that if they, speed up a little bit, that's a 2-minute offense.
Yep.
That's, I mean, especially if you go into the fourth quarter and they run that 2-minute offense again, and it's just as easy. This one is going to be fielded at the 1 by Donaldson, right at the goal line. He's going to bring it out. He's got looking for open field, and he gets met from the backside by number 44, Tyler Richardson. And he will get it to the 26. And we'll have to see if Fleming's adjustment that they did before the half is going to continue to work, or if they're going to switch it up again, try to keep Beachside on their toes. Their run game at their last drive of the first half was, key, I would say, in keeping them in the game, especially if with Beachside's adjustment. And they've got, looks like Zion Longmire in the back.
Run game.
And they're going to, no, it's not Longmire. It's number 15. That's Cedric McNeil. This one was a pass intended, looked like for McNeil, and communication was not there. So the pass will go incomplete. McNeil had his back turned. Running the crowd in the middle didn't like it at all. It's, I mean, depending on how Fleming wants to play the game, they definitely know how to shove the ball up the middle if they can, if their offensive line is doing good enough. But if there's no hole, don't run into a defensive wall stopping her up. And there's going to be a stoppage, I think potentially an encroachment. There were a couple of jumps. No, it's going to be a false start on Fleming, and there's some penalty yardage on top of a non-complete or incomplete first down, so that'll push them back.
Penalties.
Penalty yardage, 2nd and 15 to start. That play looked like it was a reverse that they were intending, but it was, had the tackle been made, it would have been stopped pretty close to the backfield. So maybe a fortunate penalty yardage. Oh, there's the encroachment. 13 came steaming across, and that's going to give him the yardage back. And that's going to push them forward 5. And 2nd and 10 instead of 2nd and 15. 13 was trying to read that, and he just mistimed it. Had he
rush of blood.
Yeah, I mean, had he had that just maybe a half second later, he would have been clear into the backfield. I don't know if if the left tackle would have been enough to do anything. It's going to be a keeper by Gentry. He's going to go forward for a couple yards. Forward progress will call it. Looks like maybe 2.
The laylock. 0, meet 5.
And it looks like Sean Blaylock on the initial stop, and they'll credit him with that. And that'll bring up 3rd and 8. Steph, this is live. And Celia, Beachside's previous score. Yeah, I mean, if it works, it works. I mean, whether they run into the wall in the middle or if they, find a hole, it's working for them. And Fleming's answer right now is almost non-existent. Pass right-hand side of the field. He breaks the tackle, has the first down. That was to, looks like number 2, Stevenson. Still trying to get the number. That is to number 2, Tristan Stevenson. So good first down. And that'll be a first down for Fleming.
Home team leads 17-10 over the visiting Golden Eagles from Fleming Island.
8:39 remaining. And looks like they're going to run it on the right-hand side. This is number 15, Cedric McNeil. And he's got a good carry there to get them some yardage. But it's going to be enough for a first down, and they're going to be spotted at midfield. And they've used just over a minute of ball game here.
Again.
And they're going to McNeil again. Same side, same play. He's got, looks like maybe 9 or 10 on that one as well.
You know what? If he had managed to break that tackle.
And there's an after the play flag.
Possibly
some extracurricular activities, putting laundry on the field. And it's definitely going to be a personal foul of some sort. We just got to see on who. And I think it might be coming back.
Dead ball foul,
yep, on Fleming.
On the Golden Eagles, that'll back them at 15.
So 8:22, and this will push a potential first down play back. And they will start with a first and, with where it's hashed in 19. It should be a first and 20, but it looks like they're going to say 19. Or sorry, second and 19.
How is that a legal formation? They got too many people in the backfield. They've got five. If, oh wait, he just checked on.
Pass to the left-hand side to Stevenson. He's got a little bit of room, and he'll make his way out of bounds. And gain of, let's say, 8 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and 12.
Pursued by 26, Joshua Jackson on the play.
Trey right.
3rd and 12 for the Golden Eagles.
Silly, I'm going to assume you saw that run that went, and then you haven't seen the penalty yet, but at least when the comment was made. Got to see some non-penalty yardage here from Fleming to keep them in this game. It's going to be to Stevenson again. Hit immediately. It's going to be an incomplete pass. Big hit as he was met right when that pass got to him, and that'll bring up. Yeah, you heard that one. It looks like I didn't even see who made the hit because it came in so fast. I think it was 26.
Yep, 26.
Joshua Jackson. And it was 26, Joshua Jackson. That'll bring up 4th and 12. And one thing to note, the first punt from Fleming we've seen tonight. And after the incomplete pass, we'll have 8:11 remaining. Sturdivant leaps to catch the ball, boots it away. This will be fielded after a bounce. Never mind, they'll leave it, and it will roll. We've got some rolling down to about the 7. And that'll be an 11-second runoff for Beachside to take over inside of deep in their own territory at about the 7-yard line. had some nice pushing and shoving on the bottom side of the screen from number 44, Landon Dove, and I believe number 40 was who it was, Dalton LaRue. Or LaRoux, however they want to pronounce that. L-A-R-O-U-X.
LaRoux.
That's what I thought. See, I'm just overcomplicating names. That's all it is.
That's why you beat your tongue. Uh-oh, I'm sorry.
They're going to hand it off here to number 2, and he's met right around the line of scrimmage. They're actually going to spot them initially, looks like at the 9, and that'll bring up second down after a gain of 1, 2nd and 9. Caught by number 1, Brennan Monaco, and met pretty much almost immediately. And that'll bring up 3rd down.
For the Barracudas.
And he did get a gain on the play, so 3rd and 5. Fleming's defense, if they can hold strong here, would give them really good field position, depending on the punt return. But they've got to make a stop here in order to get that. It's actually going to be a 3rd and 5, we'll call it. 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6. Can't quite see the mark from here, but passing play, midfield, caught number 12, and he's got the first down. That's Aiden Kugler, and he is still going. He is, sorry, not number 12, 17, looks similar. Drew Watson, and he's going to be brought down at about the 35. That's going to be a first down and an official timeout for a water break. We'll be back right after this message from First Baptist Church of Orange Park. Stay tuned with this exclusive coverage, Tuesday Night Lights, Fleming Island versus Beachside.
First Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
All right, welcome back.
And girls soccer
So he says, let's go 21. Garrett Dewey giving some shout-outs.
That's this week.
6:21 remaining in your third. And Beachside is pushing down the field. They're currently at their own 35. Looking to make it, obviously, to the 45 and further on their first down. Man in motion, snap taken, faking the handoff. Passing, looking, nothing going. And he'll try to scramble. He'll make it just past the initial line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd and 9. 2nd and 8 after a 2-yard gain. They are going to hand it off this time, and he's going to be met at the initial line of scrimmage where the 1st and 10 was. 3rd down, maybe a loss of 1 instead of 2. Yeah, loss of 1, so 3rd and 9 instead of a 3rd and 8. And that was Vincent Galella on the carry.
Who?
Galella, making me say it again. 3rd and 9 here. I expect a passing play. They're actually going to spot it back and at the line of scrimmage, and there's a penalty flag. It's encroachment and some free yardage. So this is going to make this a much more manageable from a 3rd and 8 to a 3rd and 3. And what would have had to have been a passing play is now up for contention for a run with a 3rd and 3. They are going to pass, and it's a screen, and he will have the first down yardage, and a little more. And that is Drew Watson once again, number 17. First down, Beachside. Pushing past midfield, spotting the ball at the Fleming 45.
Beautifully painted on the field by our turf management team.
I'd say Beachside has almost a methodical approach to this, just, adjusting with every play that doesn't work, and it's working for them. The penalty yardage isn't helping at all. That running play initially hit, and looks like number 19 was there, David Fuentes, and he is a little slow to get up.
Holding onto the arm there.
Yeah, a little slow to get up. It does get some forward progress, and 2nd and 6 is what we'll call it after the final stop. I think the final stop went to number 21, Garrett Dewey, after David Fuentes had the initial contact. Looking to pass left-hand side of the field. His receiver is open if he can catch it, and it looks like he came down with it. It is caught at the 10. And that is number 17 again, Drew Watson. He's going to be an all-star for them tonight on this passing game. His matchup is heavily in his favor right now, as he's showing. He's outgunning every route. And that's going to be a huge first down for them from the 45 all the way down to the, technically just past the 45, right about the 41 down to the 10. A huge first down inside red zone territory for a 1st and goal. And a touchdown here would be a 2-drive lead or 2-score lead, and Fleming has gone unanswered. And that's to him again.
Oh, beautiful.
Big pass. Beautifully caught, extending the arms, getting there. That puts up 6 more. Drew Watson, and I don't know if I could call a more beautiful catch than that. Beautiful extension, reaching out, grabbing the ball with nearly it was beautifully led, just nearly too far in front of him, and he does the good job of the receiver, grabs the ball and puts him 6 more on the board, 23-10. And the point after being attempted now by Owen Carey. Got to give credit where it's due. That was a beautiful catch. Kick is up, and it is soaring above the uprights. That is good. Beachside now leads, 14-point lead, 24-10 over Fleming Island. 3:37 remaining in your third. Definitely going to have to see some adjustment from Fleming here if they want to stay in this game. That's 2 unanswered touchdowns. They've got this chance to answer back, and they're going to have to if they want to stay in this game.
That is for sure.
I mean, their defense is doing a really good job, or at least attempting to, but Beachside is navigating and adjusting beautifully, and Fleming's not being able to keep up. Their offense has to do something in order to stay in this game. Big Dog Thomas says it. I mean, I was thinking it might want to double that kid up or something. I mean, they've got number 18, Maddox Hunstead, who's had some catches, and he's got some good high point leaping catches. But number 17, Drew Watson, has been their go-to for these quick gains and a couple of these long balls, and that's his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And you also got to credit the throw there.
Absolutely, that was beautiful throw by Eddie Jordan.
Nice and flat.
Right where it needed to be.
Weighted.
I mean, both passes, the long pass to get him down to the 10, and then the pass right after to the same player. 2 different style passes, 2 beautiful passes. You've got to give credit where it's due, and he is throwing them where they need to be. This kickoff looks like it's going into the end zone, and it is. So touchback, and Fleming will come out to their 20. 3:37 remaining, 24-10 in the third. We'll be back right after this.
Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
Fleming will take over at their 20. 1st and 10. Not enough of a jump for an encroachment. They're going to run it into the center of their line for a gain of about 2. And looks like that was Brady Digman on the carry, number 3. Second, and we'll say 3 on the carry. 2nd and 7. Make them beat you running the ball or throwing to someone else. I mean, you're going to have to at this point. His catches, I mean, Beachside stated their stats at the beginning of the game. I don't think we were starting the stream at that point, but 3 of their receivers, I believe actually 2 of their receivers have 500 yards. One has 400, another has 300. So this is going to be heavy pressure, and he's just trying to get out of bounds. He's going to leap and throw, and receiver couldn't catch it. He had 2 near there, number 5 and 18. Number 5 is Oliver Pachota. Number 18 was Noah Volton, both receivers, and neither of them coming up with the ball. Good scramble by Dewey to avoid a sack, and leaping as he's coming out of bounds to try to get that ball for no loss. And 3rd and 7. I mean, their quarterback has nearly had a 1,000-yard passing season as well. I think he's at like 900 yards, as they said. I mean, he had to have had more than that. I didn't quite catch his stats, but a run here is going to put them Longmire on the run, and it'll be 2 or 3 yards, so put them 4th, and I'll say 4. And Sturdivant comes on to what I would think is punt this away. Fourth and 4, and I haven't even run the clock. It's going to be 2:42 remaining. And Sturdivant boots this away. It bounces right around the 42, fielded by number 14 on the run, and he'll get right around to the 38. Drew Aldrich. A good running grab by him to stop a ball that would have rolled even farther on that bounce. That was definitely going to take a good Fleming hop or 2, and good on him to field that for Beachside and getting them a little bit of forward momentum. They're going to start at their own 39, 1st and 10. Definitely need to see some motivation from the Fleming defense here, as a 3rd unanswered drive would be detrimental to their
trouble.
Yeah, be detrimental to them in this far in the game. Maybe in the first half, but this is going to be caught by number 18, and he is going to be tripped up and tackled by number 4, Chase Donaldson. Good stop to prevent any more yardage. Looks like about 3 yards on the play. 2nd and 7. Ball will be set at the 44. Sorry, 43.
3-yard line. 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
Eddie Jordan with Vincent Galella in the backfield. Looking to pass again. Number 18 once again stopped initially by Donaldson, and number 21 Garrett Dewey comes in to support.
Barracudas.
Still a little gain, about 2 or 3. It's going to be 3rd down and 3.
The quarterback, man, he's got an arm.
He definitely does. He's got good reads. I mean, these are designed as short little quick gain passes, and they're working for him, especially with how he's reading the defense. And if it's Fleming, you almost want to play closer, but I would say on the far side of the field, they're playing a little too close. They're covered up by our logo. But this is going to be a designed run, and he's just going to drag defenders.
First down, Barracudas.
Vincent Galilla on the carry, and he's got enough for the first down, just dragging defenders.
What was that?
Galilla. How many times am I going to say it?
Listen to you.
I'm catching it. I'm getting it. But like I said, number 17 on the far side of the field, Drew Watson. His coverage is up close, trying to stop him at the line, and that's smart. But at the same time, if you don't stop him there and he breaks free, he's going to be gone.
He's gone. Yep.
They've got him matched up this time with, it looks like, Cruz on the far side. And this is going to be a handoff. Once again, number 2 gaining 2 or 3, and finally stopped by a cluster of Eagles. We'll say 2nd and 8. And this should finish up the 3rd quarter.
And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter action.
That'll end your 3rd quarter, so we'll have a field flip. And the ball should be spotted at about with how they've shuffled it around, I don't know at this point. Field flip, and Beachside will continue their drive. 2nd and 8, going into the 4th quarter. And Fleming needs a stop here if they want this game to continue anywhere towards their favor. 24-10 is your score. And we'll be right back after the field flip and a message from First Baptist Church of Orange Park.
This Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
Welcome back. It's going to be the start of your 4th quarter here at Beachside. Beachside's pushing into Fleming territory. The ball at the 41, 2nd and 8. Last quarter, 12 minutes of play, and they've got a 14-point lead, 2-possession lead over Fleming. And they are doing really well to push themselves down the field. Pass is going to be caught. Number 1, we've called him once or twice, Brennan Monaco. And he's still trying, or Monaco, there we go. Monaco, he's still juking, and that's going to be a first down.
There goes the arm of the quarterback again.
Yeah.
Just picking out players at will.
Silly says too many yards. Let's go defense. They're definitely giving up more than they did in the 1st quarter. They had an unanswered 1st quarter with 3 points, and I bet you they're wishing they could go back to whatever play style happened there. Because at this point, Beachside is proving why they deserve that district title. Beachside just in their 3rd year. They started in 2022, and good school, good open hole, number 2. He does get wrapped up a little bit, tripped by Chase Donaldson, but eventually getting down into the 12, we'll say 14-yard line is where they're spotting it. A huge run from him, putting them inside the red zone and on the verge of another touchdown.
Just under 11 minutes.
I mean, they've gone both ways. Their last drive was a lot of passing, And this drive has been a lot of running. They're just switching it back and forth. And if you're Fleming right now, you're trying to figure out how to adjust to stop this.
They've really grown into the game because, like I said, the first quarter they were almost not in it. But
I almost feel, I mean, here's another run. He's going through the middle, plowing through a hole, carrying another defender. And there's going to be a penalty on Cruz, far side of the field closest to us. And after the whistle was blown, him and number 14, Drew Aldrich, tangled up, and he just kind of shoves, and Aldrich takes a fall, and that's going to draw a personal foul that'll put them right on the goal line. Right up close to it, at least. It's going to be waiting for it to get called. Yep, after the play, personal foul, and it's going to be on Cruz.
On Fleming Island, it will probably be half the distance to the goal line.
Let me correct the clock as I didn't stop it with the penalty. I almost feel like Beachside's first quarter was them just kind of testing the Fleming defense, seeing how they were going to respond. And since then, they've done really great adjustments.
Well, this is them saying to them, let's see you do Friday again.
Yeah, this is going to be just inside the 5, right around the 4. First and goal, Beachside. Looking and knocking on the door once again. Looking to pass, and he's going to scramble, forcing himself forward. He gets to about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. That was number 11, Eddie Jordan, the quarterback, on the keeper.
Timeout on the field.
And there's going to be a timeout as it looks like he's slow to get up. If that's who that is, no, it is a Fleming player. I was say if that's the quarterback, that's going to be detrimental to Beachside, but it is a Fleming player. It looks like number 47, Thomas Thrasher. He is one of their defensive linemen and a senior and critical to their defense. And we'll all kind of take a kneel as we let the trainers tend to him and get him taken care of. While they're doing that, we'll take a break and hear once again from First Baptist Church of Orange Park.
First Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more.
We'll fade it back pretty quickly as pretty much right as soon as we started taking our break, he got up under his own power. It looks like he was clenching his ribs or his arm a little bit. Clock is rolling right around the 9:40 mark. Second and goal from, we'll say, the 2. They're going to fake the handoff, try to push it up the center. And it looks like Fleming might have pulled him backwards, and he does get it in. Touchdown, Eddie Jordan. Beachside leads by 20.
9:25 to go. New score of 30-10 in favor of the Barracudas.
9:25 remaining as I sync up the clocks. And Owen Carey will come on to kick the extra point and try to put this a 21-point lead, three-score lead. That was a good fake to Galella, and Jordan took the ball himself, and then it had his teammates come in and help him kind of shove himself in. The snap, the hold, the kick.
It's up, it's good.
And it soars through the uprights. Beachside leads by 3 scores, 31-10. 9:25 remaining. And now at this point, if you're Fleming, you have to come up with something. Defensively and offensively, you're 3 scores behind. And with how in 2.5 minutes, that's that 2-minute offense we talked about. In 2.5 minutes, multiple times tonight, Beachside has pushed down and scored on you, and it's just continuing.
Well, I wasn't at the Friday game, but I know they were down late in the third and they came back to win.
They definitely were, and again, I'm not trying to discount that, but Fletcher did have a severely losing record. So that's why I was saying I was a little surprised they were down and that game was as close as it was with Fletcher's record. And this Beachside team just kind of proving why they are where they're sitting in the districts, because again, they beat Ponte Vedra and Ponte Vedra is in first. So this would give them that title. They've effectively won against the toughest team in the district right now. And not to discount Fleming at all, because we love and support them along with all of our clay teams. Fleming is kind of one of our go-to home teams, but Fleming is not proving themselves here to be that number 2 spot. And we've said that a few times throughout the season. And they almost do what the Jaguars do and play down to the team that they're playing against. Not to discount the Jaguars at all. I mean, obviously, Jaguars are a local NFL team, but it seems like that's the play style that's happening with Fleming. They're playing down. They're not doing as well as they have, and they've got to do better on this drive. And a low block hurdles one of the offensive linemen, and he is slow to get up.
Peyton Manley, Ramsey McFarland.
And it's going to be a second down, no gain on the play.
Echo Rymiller, Taylor Shaw, Sidney Shaney, Presley Smith, Julia Stevens, Riley Templeton, Haley Wildermuth, and Ava Shields.
9:22 remaining. Fleming with a 2nd and 10, no gain on the first one. Looks like they're going to hand it off again, and he will be trailed from behind and brought down. And that's number 13, Marco Lanza.
By 93, Chandler Meeks.
And they're going to give credit also to 93, Chandler Meeks,
Probably a little help in
for
there.
the chase down. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 8.
Most likely Dalton LaRue is in there as well. 3rd down, 3rd and long for the Golden Eagles.
And if you're the Eagles here as well, I mean, I know you're deep in your territory. There's the passing play, high pointed by Stevenson, and he has it. And his knee will go down. He will have the first down, so that's pushing him down the field.
Number 2, Tristan Stevens brings up a 1st down for the Golden Eagles. It looks like it's a 1st down. It is a 1st down. Ball spot on the 31-yard line.
So we'll pause the clock for the chains to move, and that's a critical 1st down for Fleming. They need to push down this field, but they need to do it a lot quicker than they're doing if they want any more drives. Because at this point, if you're Beachside, big colliding hit, the ball caught. That's Stevenson again. That's number 3. And I believe number 5, Andrew Cruz and Sean Blaylock on the collision with Stevenson.
41-yard line.
Sorry, not number 5, number, I believe 13. Yeah, number 13 was Marco Lanza again. This time it's caught by number 5, Oliver Pachota, and he continues for a few more yards. It's going to be a 2nd and 4.
Ball down by Cruz and Ethan West on the tackle. Result of the reception is 2nd down. 2nd down looks like about 4 for the Golden Eagles. Ball spotted at the 48-yard line. 7.5 minutes to go in the game.
2nd and, we'll say 3 actually. Looking to pass. Pocket kind of collapsing. No holding call coming in. Actually, there's a penalty flag. I think that's the holding call I was looking for. That'll stop the play after a 2-yard gain, and I think this is going to be coming back.
Holding on offense.
Yeah, holding on the offense. That's the call I thought I saw and was waiting for. And it does come in, so that'll push any gain back that Fleming has already had.
Holding on the offense, back about 5 yards, replay 2nd down.
And 2nd and...
I'm sorry, back about 10 yards, replay 2nd down.
13 after the 10-yard penalty.
Second 13. Second 13. Right.
Looking to pass again. Checking it down outside of the arm grasp of Ryan Celiak, number 10.
Celiak.
And that'll bring up 3rd and 13.
Third down for the Golden Eagles. Third looks like around 13. 13-14 is what Mr. Meeks says, and I'll go with that.
13.
And for the Barracudas, number 44, Tyler Richardson.
Third. Trips right. Trips right.
And if you're Fleming here, you need a 14-yard pass to keep this alive. Beachside bringing the blitz. Left-hand side of the field. That's caught. Jukes out his defender, and he's got enough for the first down. That is caught by number 5, Oliver Pachota. First down, Fleming Island. That's the chain movement that they needed, and I am completely off on the clock. 6:55 remaining. Now I'm at 6:15. Another passing play after the first down. Nearly sacked on the leaping. Gentry's going to lob it, and that's in the air. And this is going to be intercepted. Number 7, Aiden Tan.
That is Aiden Tan. The Tan man on the interception.
And that is not what Fleming needed for their drive. Gentry lobs that one over, and a miscommunication between how detrimental of a situation he was in and his receiver's route. And that ball is in the air way too long and read beautifully for Beachside, and they come down with it. And that's a defensive turnover. And at this point, if you're Beachside, you don't even need to worry about a touchdown. You just run this clock out. 6-minute possession, and you can do it, or you score and just put some points on the board. Either way, it doesn't matter.
Beachside Athletics would like to thank our amazing sponsors, Florida Power and Light, BurgerFi.
Fleming's defense needs a defense turnover and a good one.
Leslie McCurry with Berkshire Hathaway.
I know we've seen Chase Donaldson with some pick sixes and some good plays. He needs to come up with something here along with Sebastian Cruz. They're two key defensive players on the corner and on the safety side.
Your local State Farm office, owned and operated by Tim Murphy.
6:34 remaining in the fourth. 31-10. Beachside with the ball after a interception from Gentry. Trying to pass deep after some severe pressure with a blitz. Beachside decides to hand it off and run it, and Vincent Galella
brought down by 17. Ty Street after about a 3-yard gain.
And he'll gain 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 7. Clock starts to run.
Second down for the Barracudas and 7 yards to gain for a new set of downs. Just right around the 6-minute mark.
Yeah, if you're Fleming's defense here, you need to play hard if you want to stay in this game. And you're going to have to effectively read these runs. Maybe punch the ball out, something. You've got to have something to give you some momentum here. A defensive turnover on a fumble or an interception would be key. If you stop him on the run early, give him in a 3rd down throwing position. This one's going to be a screen out, left-hand side, caught by Monaco. And that'll be enough for a first down.
Alston Baker. First down, Barracudas.
And that'll be 1st and 10 from the 44, Beachside side of the field. Clock will begin to roll. Ball is set.
After a brief dialogue among the players, we're back to action here. Ball spotted on the 44-yard line of the Barracudas. 5:26 to go in the game. 31-10 in favor of the home team.
Got 5 seconds. You're going to have to call a timeout.
Timeout, offense.
Silly's saying exactly what I've been saying. That's going to be a timeout by Beachside as they were running out of time on their play clock. Silly's saying offense, hopefully form better identity, set the tone, stop playing to the level of the competition and being aggressive and instead of reactive. Time to get better in the offseason. I mean, I would love to agree, but the score is saying the contrary, and I know that we're obviously saying the same thing, just two different ways. If they're playing to the level, then they're going to have some scores, and they've only got the one early in the game. The defense needs to play to the level that the offense is playing on the opposing team, and the offense is playing well, so the defense needs to play well. The offense for Fleming was doing decent.
What NFL player
and has
the record for the longest completed pass during an NFL game? Let's see who can Google the fastest.
Listening to the announcer. Defense just needs to play up. They were doing really well. They're doing good stops. They had a lot of pressures, and they have since then just not been able to answer like they were. The offense obviously needs to play up and score, but the defense for Beachside hasn't done overwhelmingly good. It's just been pressures and poor decisions by the Fleming offense, potentially even the coaching staff with just the play calls. This is going to be a run design number 2. He's got a lot of open field and a first down. That's Vincent Galella again, and he's probably got 15 on that play.
Galella on the carry, first down, the Barracudas.
They're saying Galella is how you say it.
They're saying Galella is how you say it, not Galella. I mean, that's close, but Galella.
Yeah, you're just making use of all the L's, I think.
Yeah, making sure that we enunciate all of it.
70.5 yards.
Apparently, Baker Mayfield holds the longest completion in NFL record, 70.5 yards. And that's what the question they were announcing was. I was just trying to listen out, but another designed run, running that clock down. Jarius Rogers on the initial stop. He'll power forward for a couple more, and I think he got about 3 or 4 on that one after. Silly, I hear you. Both sides of the ball. Yeah, absolutely.
4:15 to go in the game.
Fleming has definitely had a good team, and we were talking about this a couple games ago, is they're going to have realistically a fairly similar team next year. They're going to have a couple of seniors leaving them that are key points. Notably the boot, Rogers and Cruz for sure, because obviously those are key points in their game, but penalties I think are what realistically has killed Fleming's drives and helped their opponent's offense. This is going to be caught number 17. They're going to get him the ball a little bit more, and he's going to scramble, juke, and push his way for a fourth down. And that's going to be Drew Watson once again.
Drew Watson,
and
17, Ty Street of the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, Stephen Thatch. Yeah, penalties early by Fleming. Yeah, we've said that all season. I mean, Courtney and I both. You can't beat a dead horse, but your penalties. If you're in a good situation and you have huge penalties and personal fouls and all that, that just kills your momentum on defense and gives the opponent's offense exactly what they need, which is free yardage
in discipline.
And yeah, I mean, we've talked with a few of the coaches on Fleming after games and said, hey, what needs to change? And they've said it. I believe Orange Park is very similar. It's just discipline. It's just they've got to get better with how they're handling situations. This is going to be a handoff, number 2, and it looks like Garrett Dewey was there on stop. It's Vincent Galella.
Held up by 17.
Looks like they're going to give actually Ty Street, number 17, the credit. I saw 21, but my eyes must have been backwards. I had them crossed or something.
I didn't say that.
All right, second and 4.
Are the Barracudas.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have some holes to fill with this offense and defense next year. The offense doesn't look like it'll suffer too much, but you're losing Cruz, you're losing Sertivin, you're losing Rogers. We call their names a lot. I mean, there's a couple in there that obviously we call, but you've got some key playmakers there. This is going to be passed to the right-hand side, caught, but a flag does come in. That caught was by Brennan Monaco, and penalty flag will come in. We'll wait for the official call.
It might have actually fallen out of the referee's pocket. We'll see what it sorts out.
Announcer saying fell out of the pocket accident. I don't think that throw fell out. That was thrown in there, buddy.
It is holding on the offense. That'll back
Holding on the offense, so that'll push them back from a 2nd and 4 to a 2nd and 14. Repeat the plays. 2 minutes and 3 seconds remaining. Untimely penalties, line to bully more, Silly says. They definitely, I mean, we saw them. I don't know what happened with the play style. We've said it, like I said. Their play style shifted. They were having huge pressures, huge run stops. I don't know if they just got tired or if they got, told to do different type of rushing. I'm not quite sure what the defensive line was told. But even when the defensive line was making those stops, the passing game to Drew Watson was just on point. And so it really was, a double-edged sword. Beachside just preparing to run this clock out. They need one more first down and a couple of running plays and long calls. They're going to have to call a timeout here as their clock was running out. And minute 32 remaining, 2nd and 14. We'll take our final timeout for the game as we hear from First Baptist Church of Orange Park.
Trivia question for you. Again, who can
Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
Wow, how do these kids do it? 48 years old, George Blanda. 48 years
George
old.
Blanda, the oldest player to play in the NFL at 48 years old. That's the trivia question that just happened. Minute 32 remaining in your fourth. Beachside with a lengthy 3-score lead, 31-10 over Fleming. Trying to solidify their district title. Handoff to number 2 to start the clock to Galella. That'll be 3rd down and I believe 11.
For the Barracudas.
Scratch that, 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10 for the Barracudas.
And this clock will run down towards the minute mark. They need a first down here, and that'll effectively run the clock out.
Those of you with fast thumbs out there, what's the age of the youngest player to ever play?
So
in
there'll
the
be no
National Football League? Youngest player to
golden
ever
comeback.
play
No golden
in the
comeback
National Football
unless
League
they
was how
have
old?
somehow 4 really good long passes
Less than 1 minute.
after they recover onside kicks and such, and I don't see that happening with 45 seconds remaining. And it's going to be a handoff again. This is going to be stopped short, but that's going to bring up 4th down, and even with 35 seconds on in the play clock at 40 seconds, that's going to be the end of the game. Both teams will start to line up at half. And I don't even think they're going to line up. But this victory for Beachside gives them the victory that they needed to secure the district title. The announcer called it at the beginning of the game. I don't know if he had future insight or he was just very confident in their team, but it proved here tonight why Beachside was ready for that district title. They beat Ponte Vedra, who again had arguably the toughest position in the district to win at 3-1, and Beachside here already beat them earlier in the season and then beats Fleming Island to secure that victory. They're going to advance to 4-1. Fleming will fall to 2-2.
Coaches, staff members.
Sorry, 3-1 for Beachside, 2-2 for Fleming. And
Being here with us tonight, folks.
that'll be the end of the district. Silly says, thank you guys so much for the amazing work y'all do. Have a blessed night. Go Eagles. Dedicated fans is what keeps their spirit alive. And I know they appreciate the support all their fans give. We appreciate all the support you guys give to us. And you see left-hand side of your screen, Jarius Rogers and Sebastian Cruz finishing up their final season as a senior. This is definitely one that they wanted to win. And all I can say to them going into their collegiate levels is stay motivated, stay learning, stay driven, keep up with the sport. You'll make it far. You guys are good players. You guys know how to read the game. You've got a lot of good mindset, and just ideology for the game, and it'll take you far if you want it to, or just enjoy it and play it while you can until you get old like me and Courtney, and we can't do that anymore.
Find something else.
Exactly. Beachside celebrates their victory, and with that'll be the end of the regular season. We'll definitely keep you guys updated, obviously, if we plan on any postseason runs. But I believe right now we've pretty much shifted our focus to the hard court and indoors, as it's starting to get cold this time of the year.
It is.
And not to say how cold it's getting, but my heater in my house isn't working. So it was 63 inside my house this morning.
Wow.
And I was not happy about it. So if it's cold enough to make that inside, imagine what it is outside. Donald Donaldson, hey, I caught you in the chat. Great year, boys. Thank all of you guys at SSB for the great coverage all year long. Go Eagles. Donald, if you can see if any of your family's here, we have one of your guys' seat cushions from the Creekside game. We'd love to get it back to you if you're still here in the chat. Stephen Thatch, I got it as a Beachside versus Niceville in a 4-5 matchup in the first round, is what Stephen Thatch says. Beachside versus Niceville. Yeah, we'll have to. We'll definitely try to keep obviously some stats going during, if we're covering just basketball. We'll try to keep at least verbal stats going of what's going on in the districts. Like I said, there's just a monetary side of it that is a big commitment that, as long as we have the partnership, we're absolutely wanting to do. But it's also a logistics thing of where we're going to be at in the basketball season. So with how we are set up, we either go to basketball or we go to football postseason. It's just how we're set up as a unit, and wanting to cover as much as both as possible. It's just depends on where we want to go. I think we're set up for basketball now, but like I said, we definitely will keep up some maybe some verbal updates, say what's going on with the team's postseason in the basketball season, and go from there. Donald said we'll do. Absolutely. We are actually parked just outside the gates. If they want to meet one of us there once we're wrapped up here, we would love to get that to them. Both of our cars are just sitting right outside the gates on the right-hand side of them. So we'll get it to them. I don't think it's sitting in our bag. It's probably sitting in one of the cars. But, yeah, heavy loss for Fleming Island. Good victory for Beachside. We appreciate all of you guys for your support, and definitely stay motivated, Fleming, and all those seniors. Keep your team motivated throughout the other sports that they have throughout the season, as it may be over for you as a senior on this sport, but keep your team motivated going into the next season. With that, we will end our Tuesday Night Lights special of Friday Night Lights on SSB. And once again, thank all of you for watching. Thank all of you for your support. And we'll have one last message from First Baptist Church of Orange Park, and we'll send it out with that. Thanks. Have a great night.
The Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.